What up, folks? This is Derek Scull with Gatekeeper Media.
And this is Chris German.
And today we are bringing you the entire tournament for the Road to AM Worlds, One Step Closer, powered by Millennium Discs.
Yeah, this is because AMs will be here in 2019 in the Lancaster area, the southeastern Pennsylvania area, and a lot of these guys locally, they want to participate. So they're looking for points. This was just a little tournament that was filmed back in April. And we have a 5-card of, I would say, all locals here.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so hole one is pretty straightforward. You're going to basically see the basket at the top of the hill from the box. You got this bathhouse over here, the toilets that are no longer there anymore. You got a pavilion up at the top of that hill. Really, hole one plays kind of in that area, but we're starting on hole 10 today.
Yep. And first here on the box, crowded box today with 5 people, we have Logan. He's primarily going to be a forehand player as he throws that out, trying to get it to flex up. But he's on the hill, and I would say up and down, that's not a bad spot to be in.
No, absolutely not. It's going to be salvageable for a birdie look anyway.
And then here we have Derek Diffenderfer. He is the second one here on the card. He's a righty backhand. See what he does here. And
his just keeps that turn, and it's heading right for the pavilion.
Ooh.
You hear some 4 going on, and that's gonna look like it's out of bounds.
Yeah, that's OB for him. We have Carl here, quick off the box. This is Carl Pledger. The luxury of filming him a couple times since we filmed this, so he's up there with Logan.
Yeah, Carl's wanted to keep right as well, but he was able to kind of maintain a little bit of that glide.
Yeah, this plays a little over 300 feet with the uphill. We have TJ here, Thomas, who gets right on that hillside, kind of low. Probably wanted a little bit more out of that. And then last up on the card here, we have Chad. So Chad Martin, just know him with the tie-dye hoodie.
His ramp's right off of that roof there.
Yeah, so here he goes for a second up shot here, but he should be able to get up and down.
And, that's a really safe shot. That's going to give him a very achievable par save.
Yeah, because there's a fast green, and it is very downhill and tight right to OB right behind it. So that's kind of a death putt if you're really running that. So we have Carl here, kind of what I'm talking about. So he just lays it up.
Yeah, he's going to play safe as well.
Yep, smart golf.
Well, you have that downhill OB behind it. You do not want to see that happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't be running that, as TJ kind of runs that.
I would say he wanted it, but not quite sure.
Yeah, it was kind of a soft bid.
So you have our CTP here running it, hits cage, and there's that downhill OB.
That was bad luck the way that hit that cage. Just got right up on the side, rolled right off into that road, and that road is OB.
Let's take a moment to really appreciate this view of this course as well. There's a lot of wooded area and some really great overlooks too. So if you get a chance.
Yeah, I love the golf scene out here, just the greater Lancaster area. We're over here in Akron, PA. So as Logan's going to miss his save, and Derek's going to be taking a triple bogey as he went OB twice.
That is not a fun way to start your round.
No, you're climbing uphill for the rest of the tournament, and we are playing 27 holes, so it's going to be a long one.
So strap in, folks.
Yeah, good thing it's only on the first hole, so he's got a lot of room to make up here, and he's got a lot of time to collect himself, as these guys are all tapping in their pars.
We got Carl standing in front of the shot here, but that's okay. We'll forgive you, Carl.
So Logan's going to be knocking in a double bogey as he's missing that bogey save after going OB. So after hole 1, Carl, TJ, and Chad all getting pars, Logan taking the double bogey, and Derek taking the triple. That is not a way you want to start. And that simple as that.
Yeah. So hole 11, par 3, 327, another straight shot here, but you're going to have OB long on this as well. So really just keeping it, if you're a righty player, keeping it to the right of the fairway and just letting it fade gradually near that basket. You don't want to give it too much power.
Yeah, because you can definitely flirt with OB on this hole as well. Since it's downhill, you could overthrow it.
Yeah, a little tailwind, that's going to keep pushing you.
We have Carl's here. He had that red disc, kind of lose it, but it seemed like it stayed pretty straight. I think it just didn't have the distance there.
Yeah, and some of these holes is it's hard to follow the disc.
So we have TJ here, bright orange. Can't miss him. Let's see what he has here.
All right, so that's the typical righty route that you want to go. It looks like it really kind of dumped pretty quick and puts him pretty far out, though.
Yeah, and he was playing with that OB there. He's really far to the left. He's going to have some work to go over, but he's not going to be putting against the OB, so should be a pretty simple par save for him. So we have Chad here. Let's see what he does. This is looking really good out of the hand, nice and straight. So
That one's going to That leaves him with a great birdie look.
Yeah, that was a very good shot. And he's within the circle there.
So we got Logan here. He's going to go the flick approach. Let's see what he can do.
And just
Does not want to fade back on him at all. That really held that line.
Just wasn't overstable enough. He's down over kind of where TJ is. And I just needed something a little bit more overstable with that flex path that he was trying to take there.
So Derek here is, he's taking this shot knowing he's got a triple right behind him. So he's going to try to give it all he's got. And
that's a good run.
It's carrying.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
just barely in bounds.
Wow. That was a good run, though. I mean, that was an ace run for him. Just a little long on the basket there.
Aggressive play.
Yeah.
You know, he knows that there's a lot of golf. That's a good bid as well, just a little short.
As we're probably going to see TJ just lay up here. I don't see anything crazy from him. He could be running it. It's kind of like a half-run bid.
I'd say that's a nice layup.
Yeah. That's a finger roll is what they would call it in basketball.
All right, Logan's just keeps to the left of the basket for him, just does not give him what he wants.
Derek really needed that birdie right there. Chad's going to be like, if no one else is going to capitalize, I'm going to be the one to take the birdie. He's going to be the only one walking away with the birdie here.
Yeah, so he's sitting pretty right here.
Hey, par the first hole, birdie the second hole. I mean, it's a good way to start your tournament.
Absolutely.
So Carl's just, once again, like you said, playing safe golf. Should be able to just knock in this par here.
I mean, with that 27 holes, it's an endurance race, to be completely honest. Got to play smart.
Yeah, know when to be aggressive, know when to take your chances. So we have Derek here. He's going to be tapping this in. So I didn't see what we have here. But guys, make sure you go to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell. You want to get notified for everything that we have coming up, everything disc golf related. Just a little teaser. Our next tournament is going to be very pretty. We're going to be in the Colorado mountains.
Oh, yeah. Very excited to show everybody.
Yeah, so you want to stay tuned for that. So end of hole 11 here. Chad, the only one getting the birdie, sitting at 1 under. Both Carl and TJ still sitting at even. Logan and Derek, a little bit of work on their end that they're going to have to do here.
All right, so we got hole 12 here, par 3, 285. You're going to see the basket, again, from the tee box, but it's going to be slight left. It's some guardian trees there, so the typical alley is going to be on that right side in that pocket, but there is a lane on the left of it as well if you're feeling risky.
It's a little too far to the right, but yeah, you're basically just trying to chuck up to the mouth of this woods here, and then after this, we're going to start getting into some woods golf.
We got the rest of the card trying to mess with Carl a little bit.
He's getting trolled a little bit. You guys are icing it. So Carl's up here. Been playing consistent so far. Let's see what he does off his drive.
That wants to come on back.
That looked good off the hand.
Did hit a tree, though.
It's unfortunate, but...
Because that would have been right near that root structure, that tree there.
Yeah, he could have been going for a birdie run.
So let's see what TJ's got. This is low.
Throws it right to the ground. Yeah, after 3 holes, 2 of the 3 holes being uphill a little bit, he's throwing them right into the dirt. So interesting to see how he's going to play the rest of this out here.
Yeah, there is a lot of gradual elevation change. So the fairways do play longer than you think that they are.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases.
And some of them even play shorter. We got a couple downhills. So Logan gets up there with his forehand route.
That's that left route that we were talking about.
So we have Derek here going with the traditional backhand.
That's going to put him... That's going to definitely leave him with an open lane there.
Yeah, you kind of want to sneak behind those trees there and get in that little lane, kind of where TJ's throwing right now.
TJ put a bid on that. He put some finesse on that.
Yeah, that was a good bid. That was a good run. So we have Logan here for his upshot, as that's fading too early on him.
Yeah.
Just a little too overstable for him there. Didn't hold that line. Chad's is...
Looks like he was a little right, kind of behind the basket.
That was a fortunate tree there that stopped him, or that was going 15 beyond.
That's a good tree, too.
Yeah.
keeping him within the circle.
Nice layup by Carl here. So we have Derek looking to see what he can do. He's trying to play catch-up here.
And really solid connection. That's exactly the kind of golf you want to play after the rounds that he's had so far.
Yeah, or the holes, yeah.
Yeah,
That just getting a stroke on the entire card here is a good feeling, and that was well deserved. Yeah, Gatekeeper rewind right there. So we have Logan for his par save, and just a little low to the right.
That's gonna prove to be a little mounting on his mind.
Yeah, it's a tough one to lose there. This TJ is once again just gonna knock in his par. With Carl here doing the same thing. Just kind of talking it out with Logan there.
A little turbo putt action. We got Chad here going for his 3.
He had that very lucky tree, Chad, or he probably would have been putting farther than from where Logan was. He could be taking a 4 here as well.
All right. Logan gets himself another bogey.
Yeah, so after that, Chad's still sitting at 1 under. Carl and TJ playing par golf here. Derek's able to get that rewind, getting him at 2 over, and Logan now with that bogey sitting at 3 over. So Derek's still in this. He's still got to fight.
Hole 13 is a par 3 with the 256. You're going to see it kind of crest over this middle hump here. A lot of trees on this line, so you want to try to stay as down the gut as possible.
Yeah, I would say you're either throwing like a mid-range or putter if you want to just try to keep it straight. Kind of hit that little tight gap there that Derek's hitting. 'Cause that's looking really good. Makes it through all that. And he's up there. Circles 2 probably.
He's got a look for sure.
Yeah.
Better to have a look than an up.
Yeah, because knowing me, I would hit one of these trees in this early gap right here. That one to the right's looking nice.
All right, so that one's
Ooh.
unfortunate. Pretty far left there.
Yeah, bad kick for Chad there.
Left and short.
So he's going to have some work for his upshot, see if he could get up and down for his par. So Carl here has just been playing consistent par golf.
That's going to be... It's going to hold that turn and kind of S right through.
Yeah, it comes back on him.
Threading that needle.
As he's also down there, a little past circles. Circles 2. So we have TJ. So far he's been kind of driving into the ground. Let's see if he picks it up a little bit here. So he takes more of a righty hyzer route. And it looks like he hit a tree.
Hard to tell.
I definitely think he hit a tree there.
All right, Logan is looking at a bogey a hole so far, but getting CTP most of the time. So we want to watch and see how this is going.
That's just a little too overstable, a little too hard. He hits a tree. Rolls him out to the fairway, though.
There's a bright side.
Yeah. From there, I mean, get up and down, man. Get your par.
Clean up.
So that's what Chad's going to try to do here. So that's looking really good out of the hand.
Fast green gets him right up there with pretty much a tap in.
Yep, he skips that right up, and it's putting up a good showing so far.
So Logan coming up, trying to hopefully do the same. His is just high and then dumps left.
Just kind of faded on him a little bit. Looks like TJ kicked a little bit to the left here, so I think he did hit a tree. He gets up there as well.
So let's see if Derek can replicate something he's done before, and just a little short. And it looks like it took a bit of a roll.
And that's going to be a tester coming back, too. I mean, that's no easy feat to make that.
Carl taking a knee.
Let's see if he
going
can
up for it
capitalize.
and just overcompensates for that lower vantage point. Gets himself at the top knuckle there.
That's a tough one, but he'll settle for the par. That was Logan's par save. Just a little low once again. So we have Derek here. Let's see what he's going to do. He should be able to knock this in, and nice par save. I mean, he's still got a lot of work, but just got to keep up with these guys here. Carl's knocking in his par.
Yep. So again, Carl just chugging along. Let's see if TJ can do the same.
And guys, make sure you go to our Facebook page here. That is the hub for everything media-wise from Gatekeeper Media. You can follow all of our stories, get all of our hubs, check out our website, photos, videos, anything. You want to go to our Facebook page. So Chad's able to knock his in. And Logan's just going to have to settle for another bogey here.
That's a really tough break, Logan. Sorry to see that, man.
Yeah, so he's sitting 4 over through 4. Chad's still sitting at 1 under. Carl and TJ still sitting even, playing par golf. Derek's hanging around at 2 over, and Logan's starting to fall behind at 4 over now.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best.
Welcome back, everyone, from those kind words from Millennium Disc, one of our sponsors who is making this all possible.
We got a slight uphill for hole 14, par 3, 170, but that's going to probably play closer to 220. And it's pretty tight.
Yeah, this is a pretty, I would say this is a hole you want to get, though. I would say, and because of the distance, it's pretty short. This is a hole you definitely want to birdie. Because it's easy to get down there. It's just, you just have to try to not hit anything.
Yeah, it's something that you definitely want to play like a neutral mid-range to really pinpoint where you're going. Some may even elect to shoot a hard plastic putter.
Yeah, keep it down that line and just kind of fade a little right at the end.
Let the disc do all the work for you.
Yeah, just hit that one gap right there. Don't think outside of the box or anything harder than that.
Kind of like what Carl's got going on. He's anticipating that fast green, and that's exactly where you're looking
That was
to
a
be.
happy tree. Hit that tree, and I actually think it hit the pin. So that was a great shot by Carl there.
You can probably hear that little ting from the card.
TJ's taking the same line here. A little fluffier, just kind of floats right in.
I think he might have been anticipating if it did hit something, the less speed it has, maybe the less the kick is.
Logan, as the forehand player, takes a really weird route to the left. Not really a route, but it cuts a lot of the distance out, so he should be able to run that.
Some would say maybe a local route.
Yeah, let's call that the local route. As Derek gets up there, he should be able to get up and down.
Hey, Chad working on his second shot here. Let's see what he's got. A little short, but it could very well have skipped in there.
Yeah, that was interesting. So we have Logan here as he's running his birdie.
That's that tree and a bad roll away.
Yeah, that was kind of awkward. Logan's been having some bad luck here in this front nine. Is
A little high.
hits the top of the basket there.
So having a hard time really dialing in on this course, so I'm interested to see how the rest of this round plays.
Yeah. So TJ is able to get the birdie there.
So he gets himself under even.
Yeah. And that's, I would say, based on this feature card, since there is no lead card, hopefully we do have some of the best players here, so we should be seeing the guys who are up at the top.
Yeah, handpicked from the TD.
Yep.
We're working with Sean on this one.
So Carl's also able to get a birdie there. Everyone else is going to par out except for Logan. He's going to unfortunately be taking the bogey there after running a birdie look. But we have a three-way tie, all sitting at 1 under here, man.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see some pretty competitive golf here.
Yeah, it's starting to play out as we move into hole 15.
Hole 15's got a weird hump right there in the middle. It's a par 3 with a 3-3-3, but you see that plateau and just kind of dunks downward a little bit with that basket nestled kind of on wood's edge with a couple big trees on either side.
Yeah, I would say there's not too much around that can really harm you too bad. I mean, it's not like a very, very tight. It's pretty wide open to kind of get down there.
Just some distance on a narrow fairway.
Mm-hmm. As Carl's kind of goes over to the other fairway, he's going to have a little bit of work over there. He just kind of turned that over. Never came back for him. So we have TJ on the box here. See what he has up his sleeve. Probably a hyzer shot here. Kind of holds that line really well.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of see it there, but
yeah,
he overshoots a little.
Yeah, he actually got pretty far there. He's outside circles too, so he still has a little bit of work, but you're down there. So we have Derek here. After that really bad hole 1, he's been kind of playing a little bit more consistent here.
And it looks like you niced him a little bit.
Yeah.
Really held that turn and just clipped a tree far right there.
So we have Chad here. Let's see what he can do. Still holding a piece of the lead.
That looked like an early release. That is definitely going to be frustrating for him.
Yeah, you kind of heard him get a little vocal there. He knew it as soon as it came out of his hand.
Sometimes they slip, didn't get enough local dirt on there.
That's a good looking turnover shot there from Logan, as that's really what you want to do, and that's kind of where you want to be. I mean, a little bit of work, but he's going to be able to run that.
Not a lot of obstacle from there, that's for sure.
So let's see if Chad can get up and down. He has some work here. And
that is a tough break. he was really trying to make up that distance. Probably put a little more pepper on it than he wanted to, and he is. It looks like this fairway's trees have a vendetta.
Yeah, they're out to get him here, because this is actually for his bogey save.
And that's a run for a bogey save.
Yeah, it's a great shot, but this is gonna be a tough hole to swallow there for Chad.
Yeah, for sure. Especially having been the solo -1 up until just the hole before.
Yeah, and now he's gonna be losing all that. As Derek gets down there, he should be able to run that for his par save.
Carl's fighting his way out of a little bit of rough, and he's a little high. He's gonna be within range for a makeable putt for him, though.
Still a little bit of work though for him.
Just a little left.
Yeah, he ran it. I was gonna say it was CTP, but I forgot about TJ here.
TJ's his second.
Yeah.
That's impressive, man. Now you got a low stress par.
Yep. Ooh.
Carl wanted that.
That's a tough one for Carl too. He's gonna have to settle for a bogey as well.
He's gonna get back up to even.
As Derek's able to just consistently put up these pars, sitting at 2 over.
That's a par?
Yep. So Logan definitely has some work to do there. He's sitting 5 over. He's trying to keep up with the rest of the pack here. And guys, make sure you join the family. Make sure you go to our Patreon page. Give us all the support you can get. That support is what helps us actually fund this.
Yeah,
right?
This is really what's helping us get from place to place. The travel expenses, that is something that we are dealing with when we go to these tournaments. So any little bit that you can help us with, we greatly appreciate it. Help us grow the sport.
Thank you. As TJ is able to just knock in his par here, as this has kind of been a up and down all around hole for a couple people. As Chad is not happy after that one. So TJ now is the lone leader, sitting at 1 under with his par. Carl had to settle for a bogey, putting him back at even. Chad took a double.
2-stroke shift.
Putting him at +1, and Derek's only 1 stroke behind him at 2 over.
So if starting your round with a triple bogey and then keeping yourself in contention, that's impressive.
I would say so.
You want to talk a little bit about hole 16?
Well, hole 16 is pretty tough. I mean, for, I would say, a lefty backhand or a righty flick, it's very great, but it is a, like you said, very fast green again, and it kind of dips off behind.
Yeah, you get that dog leg to the right, and it's downhill.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, there's some woods down there as TJ throws it right into the ground, but look at it skip. Double
two
skip.
skips. Wow.
Skipping rocks out here.
Again, that's just a testament to how fast this green is, folks. But he's going to have a dangerous putt. That's a potential for a roll away.
Yeah, all these guys here, I'm guessing, are throwing, if they're throwing forehand, they're throwing a very overstable driver, and they're probably wanting it to hit that skip because it does slow it down a little bit. As same with Derek's.
Skip 1.
Ooh.
Oh, and I think it stopped. It sat.
That's a good shot there by Derek. I think I had some height on it, man. That was over my head. As Logan's probably licking his chops here, being a forehand player.
1, 2. Oh.
Skipping a dive there, but I mean, he's within the circle, so he'll have a look, but he does have that fast green and that downhill behind him, so is it worth running? That's the question.
Carl going with an Annie route.
Yeah, the backhand turnover, I think he's the only one.
And that holds that glide, but he overshoots just a little bit.
That was a semi-ace run, maybe? That was close.
Maybe off by a foot or two.
Yeah, that was a very good looking shot, as Chad's going to take that forehand route as well.
He's going to keep his on the outside, gets that unfortunate kick there from that stump.
Yeah, that's a tough one. As Carl overshot, he's kind of in the woods here.
Oh yeah, he's got some upward work going on.
Yeah. He's going to have a little bit of work from there, too, after taking the bogey last hole. It's going to be tough to come back from.
You know what? That's a really good up for Chad.
Yep. After last hole, taking a double, I mean, walking away with a par here, it's probably a pretty good feeling.
That's going to be an up that needs to sit, and it looks like it does right there on the top crest of that hill. We can see it right here.
Let's see if Derek can gain a stroke, and just not enough power.
Yeah, that looked like it really didn't release properly.
But Carl here, putting uphill, very great putt for the par save. I think he deserves it. Let's give him one.
Let's give it to him.
He deserves one for this round that he's playing here. It's a great putt by Carl. So we have Logan for the only birdie.
Oof.
He misses right. Doesn't even hit any metal.
Nah, that's an air ball.
And
air disc.
Yeah, that's a tough one. He's coming back up. He's going to miss that as well. He went from CTP to taking a bogey here.
Seems to be a trend for him.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Sure that hurts.
So TJ's going to knock in his par, same as Chad here. And I mean, you run a birdie and you walk away with a bogey. It's not the type of golf you want to be playing.
No, you can see his spirit is starting to take a beating just by how he walked up to that lie.
Yeah, that's going to take him to 6 over for the round through 7 holes.
And when you get hole after hole after hole where you're just catching bad breaks, that's a lot to kick your psyche.
Yeah, nothing against him. I mean, he's had some very unfortunate rolls, some rollaways, some OBs, but he's the only one here not taking the par. He's sitting at 6 over. TJ's still the lone leader, moving into hole 17, man. 2 holes left.
So we got some close game going on, though.
Yeah, and this one very similar to last hole, I would say. Just a little longer on that after that dog leg, just a longer fairway there.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that this is quite a dog leg. I would say it's a gradual right, like half a horseshoe. It's not a sharp one. So if you have a righty flick, let it do its work, glide down.
Same thing there from TJ, a double skip roll. So he still has a little bit of work, but he's down there. And we're going to see a lot of the same shots here from everyone. And I'm excited to see if Carl's going to go with the backhand again.
Seems to be working for him.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a lot of power of it last time. You said this is slightly longer, so, well, that's a bad break. Looks like the branches really gathered it up.
The good news is that he has a straight shot to the basket from there, so he should be able to get up and down.
All right, so Carl going with the backhand.
Backhand turnover, and that's looking good.
It looks great. It's going to fade back nicely for him. He's anticipating. It's a little short, but that puts him in direct line.
Yeah, he's within the circle. I mean, that's how you gain a stroke on the card right there. As this is fading a little early for Chad, but it's big skip.
High skip, yeah.
Massive skip, and he's right there too. He's in circle's edge as well. So I was expecting that to cut out a little early.
So Logan has been flicking almost the whole round. So
should see a good shot out of him, I would say. There it is. Puts him right down there, and he has a long run.
Again, better to have a look than an up.
Yeah, like here, Derek's just playing for the up.
Yeah, and I think he was anticipating that fast green, so I don't think he wanted to give it as much go.
TJ's going to run this, and it's worth running at this point. Coming close to the final 9, to your 9 here. You just kind of want to run as I'm hopping around that disc.
Yeah, dodging plastic.
Yeah. So we have Chad here. Let's see if he can knock in his birdie.
Oh, unfortunate.
That one actually kind of disoriented me.
Did it look like he was going to bounce up and hit you?
Yeah. But Carl, though, he knocks it down, man. Some good golf from Carl here. That's going to put him at 1 under.
Yeah, good work, man.
So we have Derek here. He should be able to settle for his par. And like I said, man, ever since that first hole, Derek has really been putting on a showing here. Just consistent golf. He's sitting at 2 over. Logan's able to save his par there. Guys, make sure you go to our Instagram page. That is where you can see on the scenes when we're there, stories from what we're doing. You'll see behind the scenes of us when we're actually at the tournaments, here editing. And just that's really for everything that you want to get disc golf related, picture and video wise.
We just want to keep you in the loop.
Yep.
Share what we love with you.
So make sure you go over there and follow us. Hole 17 finishes up here. Carl is the only birdie. Everyone else is going to par out here. So TJ and Carl still having a battle here.
Neck and neck, and we're rounding out that front 9. Hole 18 is a monster. As you can see, there's not really a line here. Tons and tons of sporadic trees. You're going to have to pick a very tight gap, commit to it, play it uphill.
Yeah, very tough hole. Not really a line, like you said. Slightly uphill. Not very far, but just there's nowhere to go.
So, tree hit 1.
Yep. But that's the line, I would say. You can kind of see it there to the right, that really tight line. I feel like that's the traditional line you want to try to take here.
Yeah, basically right down the middle.
So we have TJ up. Let's see what he can do here.
So he was looking for more of an Anheuser.
He kept his a little tighter. He missed that. As we have Derek here, so we're 2 for 2 for trees so far. How much you want to bet everyone hits a tree?
To some capacity. What's the over-under?
Well, there's only 5 people on the card, so. So we have Derek here as he's taking some time really thinking about it. And he thought too hard, and he was probably looking at that tree when he walked up. He threw it right into that tree.
You can see him shaking his head. He's just very disappointed in himself.
So, I mean, you can only really go a little closer from that for hitting trees.
Like that.
And Chad does it.
Oh, man.
He ping-pongs. So.
I think seeing Derek hit the tree really rocked him.
So we're 4 for 4 here going through. Let's see if Logan can do anything different.
Logan's setting up a little different. I think he's going with a tomahawk.
Ooh, and there it is.
And it's going to cut roll a little bit. He might be pin high.
No tree either. Still a little bit more distance,
little work,
but
yeah.
he's up there. I mean, he got through the thick of it.
If he plays safe, he can get himself a nice little layup and secure that par when you know other people are probably going to be going bogey at least.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're getting up. Like Derek had a pretty good shot. Chad's ping pong in here. TJ's kind of has like a forehand roller. Don't really know what that was, but he hit it something and just kind of died out on him.
So Chad with his third shot here, still fighting uphill.
Interesting.
Keeping it low.
He's still fighting.
He gets himself behind a tree, but he's within distance.
Still some work here. So this is a good looking shot from Carl.
Carl's number 2 is a great up.
Ooh.
Great up.
I hit that little root there. A lot of roots and stones out there. So these greens are unpredictable.
We talk a lot about Northeast golf.
Ooh.
This is some Northeast golf.
Yeah. I mean, that thing hit. That should have landed right in front of the basket. Went around that tree, ended up behind the basket. 'Cause that was like a tomahawk spike flick. Yeah.
Is that even a thing? A spike flick?
No, I don't know. It's just like a turnover flick.
Logan wanted it. He was trying. Just come up a little low.
It's Chad here. He's trying to save his bogue. Oof. Good run, though. So we have Derek here for his bogey save. He's able to knock that in. And I would say walking away with a bogey isn't the worst here. I mean, I would say this hole probably plays above par. So I would say this
on average.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the harder holes on the course.
You hear a lot of people kind of on the near Tournament Central saying, we could do with losing a couple of these, but
yeah,
trees, I mean.
So Logan's able to get his par there. Chad's going to have to take the double bogey. It's going to put him back at 3 over. As TJ's going to have to settle for a bogey as well.
So if you're walking away with a par, you're giving yourself a nice little shift here in strokes.
Yeah, so, and the one who needed it the most is the one who got it, as well as Carl. Carl's
pulling ahead.
Pulling away a little bit. So that's going to end our front 9 coverage here. Carl's sitting the lone lead at 1 under. TJ's playing par golf at even. Chad and Derek both sitting at 3 over, and Logan with a lot of work to do sitting at 6 over.
All right, well, if you want more disc golf, give us a follow. Make sure to hit that subscribe, ring that bell. Stay tuned for all of our upcoming fun events.
Yeah.
We got tons of different coverage for you guys. Take care.
Most importantly, stay tuned for the middle 9.